haze, got my nigga leaning, now he swerving. Hit the plug, free up for another.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Atlanta. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Sideline and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And the punt team on now as this one sent away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries. But last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Wentz. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. First down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 5. 1st down, Atlanta.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
On 1st down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On first down, it's Gurley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Gurley on the carry.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started, you know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
1st and goal from the 6. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Eagles 0.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action, Ryan. And his throw's gonna be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 13. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Eagles 3.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Eagles have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Wentz to his rookie wideout Reagor for an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
Now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Philadelphia.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Wentz now on first down. They'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Down, Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And now you saw exactly why the rookie out of TCU, Jalen Reagor, was selected in the first round by the Philadelphia Eagles. Great quickness, terrific speed, adds a deep threat to the lineup. And remember, Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards last year and didn't have a single wide receiver who had catches over 500 yards. A terrific addition by the Eagles in the first round, albeit a bit of a surprise. I think they're going to like what they get out of this young man from Fort Worth.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's Zach Ertz on the receiving end from Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. With the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Here's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
It is a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career, and I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
If I ain't never in your town, then bitch come book me. I'm far from wrecking, known for flowing. And smoking.
Coup now for the point after.
That your girl want no lick, how she lick me. And ain't no tour.
And that makes it 14-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all total. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. No gain on the
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down, and Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Pass here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He gives to Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone give the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped. stop just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. In this drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss out. In this case, it didn't happen.
So down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
17. Eagles 10.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So now Wentz and the Eagles trailing 17-10, 2:16 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Is Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mobile tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Rager, a gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wentz on target to Rager. First down, Eagles. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Wentz to throw. They'll get this right back to Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. It's caught by Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the...
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Back to throw, Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 4. Back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Wentz to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. To throw. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
Yes, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.